And I mean that moves us beautifully onto the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Hmm. Which
Was
I
it?
very much enjoyed.
It wasn't a masterpiece, but it was fun Christmas shenanigans, which is all
Yeah,
I really signed up for.
exactly. It wasn't. You could tell that it was very much a. We have this set. Let's use it for a Christmas special, and then the filler, the bits that aren't on the set, are just filmed in Hollywood in LA.
Yeah,
So it's like you can tell like this ain't some big budget thing. This is just we've got this fun idea. Let's do it, sort of thing,
exactly.
and find the cheapest
Exactly.
way to do it.
But we did get some interesting information.
We did. There's some
So the
like
Guardians
new,
appear to own Nowhere now.
yeah. Seems they've taken it over
Yeah,
from the collector.
yeah. We also found out that Peter's iconic blasters were a Christmas present.
Yes, and the Yondu's little figurine collection started from Peter's
Christmas.
Christmas present to
Yeah.
him.
And we finally got to see Cosmo talk, which I was very
Yes,
excited about.
and do more Cosmo things.
Yeah. Because we got Cosmo's teased back in the first Guardians of the Galaxy when we went to Nowhere. And they'd hired a voice actor, but they never used her. Or, I mean, she will have recorded stuff. She didn't make the final cut.
Mm.
So for her to finally get to come and play Cosmo was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I thought that
Um,
was good.
it was a dumb, fun Christmas
Yeah,
special.
it was.
It,
It's what
it
you
was
expect
exactly,
from when you
yeah,
have like Marvel, like when Star Wars do them. Like they're never serious. They're more the bonus we get is it wasn't serious and it was a bit jokey, but actually they still made it fit into legit
100%.
timeline because they don't want any issues, obviously.
Yeah, 100%. I'm always down for like fun, weird, quirky things. You absolutely do not have to watch it to understand what's going to happen in Guardians 3.
No.
So if you're someone who only cares about like all the proper deep stories and everything, um, skip it.
Yeah.
No one should be complaining about this.
I think all this is gonna do for like the grander story is there may be some like Easter egg hints at things from this. For example, how the fuck they got Bucky's arm. That's what I want to know. It's like that's a refer that's a throwback to the to Rocket asking Bucky for his arm and Bucky being like, no. So then like bring that back and he actually gets Bucky's arm. I want to know where the fuck they got it from.
I
Like
would also
has
be
he got
interested to know.
has he got a collection of them? Like spare ones and they just nicked one of the spare ones? Did they somehow steal it off him? Is it an old one?
I like to think that Gamora just asked Bucky, and he went, "Yeah, go for it."
I wonder because I didn't actually. I should have gone back and looked at it, like freeze framed it and looked at it compared to his arm in um, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and see if it's the same arm or if it's like an old arm. Because if it's an old arm, I can kind of understand. Well, probably just went to Wakanda and was like, "Yo, can we?"
Um, it does also have a post-credit scene, which I enjoyed,
Oh yeah, it did.
of Groot being a Christmas tree. That was very funny. I enjoyed that.
I Groot was swole as fuck.
Yeah.
Groot's in that
So,
like late teenager needs his final growth spurt.
so apparently, a lot of people are confused about something as well. So I'm just going to go out there
Oh,
and say it
okay.
now in case people don't realize. Current Groot isn't Groot from the first Guardians film. Current Groot is that Groot's son.
Well, yeah, it's like a sapling of him. It's not obviously the
Yeah,
exact
it's
same.
it's not him. It has a different personality, which is why, even though he's now getting towards the size of Groot from the first film, his
Hmm.
design is a bit different because, I mean, people are different.
I just like to
Um,
think it's also him in like his early 20s now.
early
That
20s when putting
that
muscle
just
on's a
like
piece of piss.
yeah, just like bulking out in the gym. Also, there was in the post credit scene, he was being a Christmas tree, and then he obviously dropped his arms and like, oh, Groot, why are you ruining Christmas again? So why do I feel like we're gonna get another Christmas special down the line?
That would be funny.
throwback
Also,
Christmas one.
I think we can start to believe that more specials. You remember the rumor a while back about Marvel considering moving away from as many actual TV shows and
Mm,
kind of some TV shows, some specials.
yeah.
That intro for like Marvel special, that doesn't seem like something you'd bother throwing together unless you were going to do more of them.
No, I agree. I think there is going to be some more of these, especially because like if you like looking at this one as like probably cost wise, it fit a little fun little special thing, and they literally like it was all done out of one set and then filmed just in LA, which is no cost on set. And they're just going to locations,
Yeah,
and it's like there's probably actually in a way it probably is cheaper than doing a TV show,
100%.
and still fits like adds stuff to the grander story, especially like how we got like the whole thing of Mantis's um I nearly said
Big sister.
Chris. Yeah. Is his
Yeah,
sister, and that adds to the whole like bigger story thing. There's just fun little things like that I think they're good for. They're gonna be good
100%.
filler things.
Yeah. And here's the thing as well. One of the big complaints with Phase 4, or the two main complaints with Phase 4 has been doesn't feel that connected.
Mm,
And watching Marvel start to finish has gone from like a 2 week job to a 2 month job.
mm,
And people are like there's more in phase 4 than there was in the first three phases combined in like hours to watch. So maybe Marvel are like, okay, we're alienating casual fans a little bit. So we
yeah,
need to balance it a little bit. So A, there's still plenty of cool stories for us to tell, and we can get around to telling them. But also it's easier for people to consume at a pace that doesn't feel like work.
yeah,
And I think they're two of the big parts of the decision, as well as going one 9 episode TV show and a special is going to be cheaper, I would imagine, than two 6 episode TV
oh
shows
yeah.
and probably yield better results.
Mm, I agree. There was
Um,
one thing that I was disappointed about though
go
for
on.
this Christmas special. We got no mention of Santa.
I was quite surprised.
We got it. Obviously, they mentioned him in a song,
I
and
really enjoyed that song, by the
that
way.
song was fucking great. Honestly, loved it. But yeah, other than the mention of it in the song of being like he travels like to every home in 14 hours. Um, I would have loved if they just dropped a hint, like if the post credit scene had actually been like a shield file on Santa Claus or something.
Yeah. I see. Here's the thing. I don't want to say too much because the yeah, Santa character profile is coming up.
I know.
But they definitely could have had a lot of fun with a potential kind of
Yeah.
Santa post credit scene, which I think would have been a lot of fun. Especially if you do it right, it could be a lot of fun for kids as well.
Yeah.
Um, but overall, it was fun. Is it something that's going to get added into the must watch every Christmas? Probably not. Is it something that I definitely think if you love Christmas and you love Marvel, you should watch? Absolutely.
Mm.
Kevin Bacon's really funny in it.
Yeah.
Definitely got in the spirit of it. Probably got paid quite well, but definitely got in the spirit of it. And I enjoy stupid shenanigans. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
It's just a Christmas fuck about.
Yeah,
Like it's one of those where it's like you'll have your staple Christmas films, but if you've got a spare evening over Christmas each year, you're like, well, let's chuck on. We want to keep it in a Christmas theme. Let's chuck on the Marvel.
100%.
You never know. In
Um,
5 years, we might have like a bunch of them that we can watch as like a.
yeah, like that'd be like quite a fun thing to do. Like next year, do like an Avengers Christmas special, and the one after like do an X-Men Christmas special. And then before you know it, you have like
A little
you get to see
MCU.
you get to see like every group of characters having their own Christmas. Don't do a
Exactly.
Peter Parker one though, because it'll just be depressing.
Ooh.
Um,
Pain.
but